Hello everyone and welcome to week 6. So we're almost in the home stretch. Thank you so much for staying on task, and kudos to those of you who have reached out early with questions regarding the paper. As a reminder, that's going to be due on the 23rd, and I'll address more details on the paper in just a moment. But first, regarding the weekly discussion, we're going to start exploring local leaders and their work in the community. Now, the post will have an overview, a description of the leader, who they are, what they do, what their role is, and how they try to affect change. And then I want you to truly analyze what their contributions are. So we do know that there are some leaders in our communities at the local, state, regional, and national, international levels that are in positions but perhaps not as effective as we would like for them to be. So this is a space for you to truly analyze and critique some of their behaviors and action strategies based on the content from the course. So have fun with this. I don't think there really are any right or wrong answers. The goal is for you to begin exploring and applying the concepts that we've learned thus far. Now, moving on to the paper, I have instructed you to look closely at those guidelines. As a reminder, there are 3 parts of the paper and you need to address fully to each part. I do want you to try to visit the Writing Center. I can't recommend that more. I've yet to have a paper come through that's gone to the Writing Center that hasn't earned an A. And I will say, in terms of writing, it's difficult for most of us. I am required to write for my position. I write for a living. That is 20% of my position as a professor. And it's very difficult for me to edit my own work. Having said that, I've been writing for years. I serve as an editor for a journal. I edit other people's work, but it's still a challenge to edit my own. So that's the reason I'm encouraging you so strongly to take advantage of the Writing Center. They also have an online option, so that if you're not able to make it campus, or perhaps you're joining us remotely from another state or another country, you can connect with them via the web. As an alternative to that, perhaps have a friend or a family member read your paper. As a last strategy, and this is something I do myself with every single paper that I write, take time and read your paper aloud. It's remarkable what you'll catch in terms of grammatical errors or just lack of logic and needing additional clarity when you read your paper aloud. Sometimes we get so caught up in our head as we're writing and typing, especially if we're working on a deadline, and we miss some of those critical elements that you will be penalized for when I'm grading the paper. So be sure to take a few moments, try to get some external eyes. If you can't get external eyes, at least read it to yourself so that you're hearing it in addition to seeing it. If you have any questions, reach out, and I'll see you online.